and welcome to the Ganru Show. I'm Golda.
And I'm Wanru.
And this is a podcast that's just like hanging out with your two best girlfriends.
Summer is here.
Yahoo!
And that means we are introducing a new format we call
Ganru Summer Shorts. It's just like a regular episode, but in bite-sized summer popsicle flavors and just portions.
About 30-ish minutes long, but still full of juicy, delicious flavors.
And gluten-free.
If your body doesn't like gluten, but full of gluten if your body does.
And the episodes will be full of barbecue flavorings and citrus and outdoor twinkle lights.
But no mosquito bites, none of that stickiness.
Yeah, no BO, all goodness.
All goodness.
So, let's get started. Welcome to Ganru Summer Shorts. For this particular episode, we're going to be talking about... So that was really dramatic, wasn't it?
Very sensual.
I felt like a whole other person.
You know why?
It's the summer.
It's the summer. We're
It's the
different people in the
summertime.
summer.
Yeah, it's the heat. It's just everything.
Yeah.
So this is Ganru Summer Shorts, where we have condensed our episode in a few short minutes. And for this episode, we are going to talk about how to have the best summer ever. And I'll throw it to you, Wanru. What can you tell the good people out there as far as how to have the best summer ever?
Okay, so, it gets hot in the summer. I don't have to say that. I think everyone knows that. So I recommend you change your schedule to match the season. Okay? So
Tell
this is
us
what
more.
you do. Because this is what I do when I go on vacation anywhere. But I was like, I need to adopt this here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Which is when you want to go do something, let's say you have a full day of activities planned, go as early as you can. It's painful to wake up early in the summer. You want to just like sleep in, but don't do it. Get up early, get out there, beat the crowds while it's still cool, get everything done, get back home by 1 o'clock. I mean, you're going to be drowsy anyways, right? Because you'll have eaten lunch. It's going to be the heat of the day. That's a good time for a nap. That's what the farmers do.
Yeah.
They don't work at like when it's blazing hot at 2 or 3 o'clock.
Is that right?
That's what-
I'm not familiar with farmers' lives.
Farmers,
Is that true? They don't.
Mayans,
they sleep in the middle of the day.
Hunter-gatherers, the Spanish, they all know the trick.
Oh, okay.
The Chinese farmers, they take a nap around 2 to 4.
Wow.
And then when the weather cools down, they get back to work at dusk. So around 5 o'clock, you can get back out there. And then since we have light longer, you can take advantage of the light and it's a little bit cooler at night and you'll be re-energized. But I would say try to avoid being outside in the prime heat of the day.
Okay, so schedule everything early or at the bookends.
Bookend your summer
Bookend
days
your summer
for
days.
maximum enjoyment.
How early are we talking here? Like right before sunrise?
Oh, what? I mean, it
Like you
depends.
said, farmers. Don't farmers get up like at 2 a.m. or whatever?
They
I don't
sure
know.
do.
I have no
Okay,
idea.
let's say you want to go for a hike. That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Be hiking already at dawn.
Ooh.
I was thinking about like shopping. I mean, I was thinking about just hitting the mall right when they open. So like 9:45.
Malls open that early? How do you know this?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they open at 10. I'd be there at 9:50.
Okay.
You know?
And what sort of things are you doing so early or so late in the day?
So
Like what, for example?
walking, hitting
Okay.
the store, running errands.
Hmm.
I know this sounds weird, but going to the beach. Most people want to be there all
Ooh.
day, but why not go there in the evening?
Ooh.
Right? Or get there early, get out early.
Oh.
Beat those crowds.
Okay.
This is just give it a shot. Museums,
Ah.
right?
Okay.
Amusement parks. All these places are super crowded by 1 o'clock. I have a rule for dim sum: before 11 or forget it. Because anytime copyright. Because by the time
Yeah.
you hit the restaurant by 11, it is totally booked. So
Okay.
just get out. Yeah, get
Okay.
out. That's my first tip.
I gotcha. Well, my first tip to have the best summer ever involves the community, building relationships and strengthening those relationships. And specifically, what I would say, my tip is make some friends.
Only for the summer?
Yes.
and
No.
then drop them and
No.
once it's Memorial Day.
No, do you remember when you were kids
Labor
how
Day.
easy
Sorry,
it
Labor
was to make friends? And whenever I think of summer, I always think about my youth. That is the thing that I think about. When you think summertime, don't you think about when you were at elementary, high school, college, when you were really young and you had all that time to enjoy the summer?
I do remember those times.
And one of the things that I remember was spending that time with my friends and making new friends during the summertime, right? How can you do that? Well, in addition to everything else that we've taught you over the last couple of episodes, one particular area to investigate is cultivate those casual relationships.
Which ones are you talking about?
And I got this from Gretchen Rubin. Thank you, Gretchen Rubin, best-selling New York Times bestselling author, where she suggests that these casual friendships or casual acquaintances that you have. So it's that person that you run into when you walk your dog every morning and you say, hi, hello. It's that person that at Ralph's, Francis, that checks out my groceries every time I go in. It's that person that you see in the parent kid pickup pool that you're always waiting around with when your kid gets out of school. It's that person that when you go work out that you always see them in the same class as you, and you always say hi or you kvetch about how hard a particular teacher is. Those sort of casual acquaintances that you already have a little bit of an interaction with, try and take it just that little step further in a friendly way and cultivate that.
And what benefit will you get from doing this?
I think it puts you in that mindset of having more meaningful relationships with folks. It's part of this whole idea of building a community. And in those terms, when you build a community, it's not just having that best friend that you can tell your deepest, darkest secret to, right? It's not just those types of friends. There's also some value in these casual friendships where, you can start building and placing those little seedlings in, and who knows where it'll go. So maybe summertime is a good kickoff to developing more meaningful relationships, starting from a casual relationship that's already there. So don't take it for granted that you have these relationships already in place.
There's a whole town someplace I saw on Facebook. I forgot the name of the town, but there was a postman that they loved. And the reason why they loved him is not because he dropped off the mail and was like, later. Like he knew every resident's name. He watched their kids grew up. He was invested in all of the residents on his route. And for his retirement, at the end of his route, they had a huge block party for him.
You see?
You see what I mean?
I think, it can get really philosophical here, but when you look about the meaning of life and enjoying your life, it's about these relationships that you build over time, right? That's essentially what many arguably have said is the meaning of life, is the relationships, is the community. And doing something like this and looking at this particular sector of friendships, potential friendships, might help you in terms of building your own little community.
And my friend Carol was at the Apple store and she was helped by this woman named Bella and they kind of hit it off. And before Carol left, she says, can we hang out?
Look at that. That's so elementary school, like pure innocent. I love it.
Can we hang out?
You want to be my friend? Can you be my best friend?
I want to give you a 5-star for customer service and for Apple knowledge, but do you want to hang out outside of the Apple store?
That's so cool.
And they're friends to this day.
I love it. So you never know where those casual friendships are going to lead.
Great tip. Great tip.
What about you? What's your next tip to have the best summer ever?
Okay, so I recommend you invest in something called a window fan.
A window fan.
Have you ever used a window fan?
I have indeed. And I love this invention.
Please describe the phenomenon of the window fan or the mechanism of the window fan.
Absolutely. Imagine, if you will, a very hot, swampy room. And how you don't want to be in that hot, swampy room and you think you're going to die of perspiration. Then comes the window fan that you can get on Amazon or Home Depot or wherever. Basically, it is a contraption that is rectangular in shape. It has 2 separate little fans. It's about maybe 2 feet by 1.5 feet, I would say. And you stick it in your open window, right? And one fan blows inside heat out. So you're removing the heat that's inside of the house and it's expelling. And then the other fan, depending on how you rotate it, when it's cooler outside, you're actually bringing cooler air inside the house. Am I right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
to clarify, it's just a 2-fan apparatus you could put in your window. And like Golda said, you could face it outward. So it's sucking hot air
Out of your inside house.
Out of your inside house.
Yeah.
Or you can face it with the fans blowing in. So you bring the cool air outside. So you got to be strategic here, okay?
Yeah.
When it's hot outside, don't be blowing that
Don't
hot
be blowing the
air
hot air in.
inside of your house.
Rookie move.
Big classic mistake.
Yes.
When it's hot outside, I recommend closing your blinds and turning on your ceiling fan if you have a ceiling fan or an indoor fan, right? Basically, you want to block the heat from coming inside of your house. But at the end of the day, it usually cools down much faster outside. So you put this window fan with the direction of the fan blowing in, and usually it's at least 5 to 10 degrees cooler outside. So this is not going to be a miraculous air conditioning device, okay? It's not going to make the air cooler than what it is outside. But usually, especially when you come home, it's been a long day, the house is stuffy, like you said, hot, stuffy, and sweaty. Swampy. That swampy was the word Golda used.
Yeah.
Open those windows, get those window fans blowing. It saves a lot of electricity. It's much cheaper than an AC. And it's miraculous. You actually feel like it's air conditioned air, but it's just the air from outside.
Yeah. And it's especially useful at night, I find.
Yeah.
Where it almost feels like an air conditioner.
Almost.
I mean, if the outside temperature is in like the mid 60s or something at night, then and you blow that nighttime cool air inside your house, you're kind of having a nice kind of sleep there.
Yeah.
Right? You just have to wake up before the outside turns hot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, hot air will come in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've seen lots of people use a box fan. A box fan is a big old square thing, 2 feet by 2 feet.
Super loud.
Very loud.
Lots of noise pollution.
Exactly.
You're losing your hearing. Have you seen those? Like warehouse fans?
Yeah. You feel like you're in a warehouse and, it's a wind tunnel test or something.
Yeah.
So the good thing about the window fan is it's a little bit quieter.
Yes.
And it's designed to be locked in place by your window. So you close your window either vertically or horizontally and it wedges it there. So it's actually safer than a box fan.
Yeah.
And less obtrusive as well, I believe.
Absolutely.
Anyways, it's $35, $25 to $35, cheap investment, and saves energy.
Yeah, if you go to Bed Bath & Beyond, you get those 20% coupons that they're always selling like every other day on like your email lists or in magazines.
Yeah.
Or if you're on their mailing list, you can get it for even cheaper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Never go to Bed Bath & Beyond without a coupon.
That's is
universal.
Sacrilege. Sacrilege if you pay the full price.
What are you thinking?
Come on.
Come on.
What?
Just turn around.
Do we not
Go back
teach you
home.
anything here? Okay.
All right, that's great. So what's your next tip?
My next tip is to learn something this summer.
Wow.
Okay. Because when you think about it, you have a very specific period of time. You've got those 2-3 months of the summer, right? Where, you could do something. Why don't you actually pick a skill that you want to learn and use those 2 and 3 months to actually dive right in and learn it? I'll give you an example. So I think you guys have heard me just go on and on about painting and art and all these things. So I'm taking a painting class this summer. What? I've never taken a painting class before.
Oh my gosh.
Never, ever.
And yet you painted, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, didn't you paint that picture of Mount Fuji behind us?
I sure did. I did it at a place called Pino's Palette. Well, they're not paying us, but they're like one of those paint and sips kind of place.
Paint and wine night type places.
Yeah, and I loved it so much. And then soon thereafter, we went to Paris and we saw a bunch of wonderful art. And I think it's definitely I'm inspired by that. So for me, it's painting and a bunch of other things that are on my list. Like one other thing I want to do is I want to learn how to ceramics. What is that? A ceramicist? Is that the word? I don't know.
A potter.
Is it a potter?
A potter.
Candlestick maker?
Okay, quick question. Why during the summer though? Why not just do that any time of year?
Because it's non-committal.
Yeah, because you know how summer mentality is. It's like summer camp. It's like, well, I'll be an archer.
Yeah.
I'll learn how to weave for the summer.
What I like about it is it's a nice condensed period of time where you can focus on that one thing and, and do as much as you can within that condensed period of time. And if you feel like moving forward beyond summer, you absolutely have that option. But at least minimally for the summer, you can say, I tried it. It was great. I'm ready to move on. Or now I have a new skill, right?
Yeah. It's like that summer crush that you have at camp.
Yeah.
And after, you guys go home, you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah. Or like, they're total dorks, like in school. I don't want to be friends with them.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Or you fall in love and then,
and then you marry them in 5 years.
Exactly. All right. Well, great tip. Pick up a summer hobby.
Yes. Pick up a skill is how I look at it, is you're learning something and add it to your, like for me, for example, my goal in life is to be a Renaissance woman.
Well, mission accomplished.
I want to be good at many things and not be a master at any one thing.
Well, I think
that is my goal in life.
You have already done that. I think you've already done that.
Yeah. So anyways, pick up a skill just for the summer. If you like it, continue. If not, just drop it. Easy breezy.
You know what I saw walking around the park near my house the other day?
A streaker? No. What'd you see?
I saw adult men getting tennis lessons.
I love it. What do you mean adult men?
Okay, so I want to clarify because
that's always, a big range.
There's always, kids tennis lessons, kids swim lessons. So there were tennis courts at this park, and I was observing that two adult men, meaning men probably in their 40s or 50s, were getting personal coaching. And there was a coach that was just hitting balls at them, towards them.
Absolutely.
So they could practice over and over again. And I said, look at that. You will never, there's no way I or anybody could improve as rapidly as these men will. Because they got a guy hitting balls at them for an hour. Yeah. So they get to practice that skill consistently for an hour. They invested the money to do that. They're going to be so good.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me, several years ago, I signed up with a local rec center here to learn how to play tennis again, because I hadn't played tennis at that time in so many years. And I remember it was the summertime, and I signed up for like an 8-week course where we met every Wednesday or Thursday, for 10 weeks or whatever. And it was so much fun. And that was during the summer. So
did you drop it or did you?
No, I continued after that. And then, I want to say a year or two later, I just stopped kind of doing it. But I've always wanted to go back and pick up on it. But yeah.
Maybe another summer project for you.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. What about you? What's your next?
Okay, so for my last tip for the best summer ever, I would say, let me just go over my notes. I don't want to miss you. Lead you astray here. I would like to recommend a untried way to cool down your car I saw on the YouTube.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Okay, I'm laughing because I have yet to test it myself. But
yet you're recommending it to the masses.
I'm just going to wholeheartedly endorse it. And you guys let me know how it goes.
Okay.
Here's what you do.
Okay.
You go to your car. It's hot. It's been sitting in the sun, right?
Yeah.
You go to the driver's side door.
Okay.
You open it up and you close the window all the way.
Okay. So far, I'm following you.
Okay, just the driver's side window.
Okay.
Right? Then you walk over to the passenger side.
Yes.
Without opening any more windows, you're going to open the passenger side door.
Okay.
And open it and close it rapidly 5 times. 1, boom. 2, boom. 3, boom. 4, boom. 5, boom.
Okay.
And what you're doing is you're driving all the hot air out of your car through your driver's side window. Now, this is great if you have kids.
Okay.
I'm thinking put your kids to work, okay? So what happens is you go to the car or your loved one and you close your driver's side. They'll be on the passenger side, right? Go, hey, Bobby, open and close the door 5 times for me, will you? God, Mom.
For those Brooklyn heat waves, apparently.
Exactly. So then what happens is the kid will, with force, open the door, slam it shut, open 5 times.
Okay.
According to this YouTube video I saw, these Japanese geniuses invented, the Japanese are very systematic, right?
Yes.
It decreased the car temperature from 107 degrees Fahrenheit, which isn't miserable, right? It's like miserable when you get in your car.
Okay.
To 92.3 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Which is the difference of 14.7 degrees.
Wow. And how many seconds does it take to do that decrease in temperature would happen in a matter of like 15 seconds, you think?
Right after you finish slamming the door 5 times.
That's interesting.
Instantaneously.
We should do our own. I think I challenge you, Wanru. In another episode, Wanru will actually test this.
I will test it this summer and follow up.
Okay.
To let you know how well this Japanese car cooling system works.
Okay.
All right.
So you're suggesting to the good people out there that they do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So again, open the driver's side door, lower the window all the way, close the driver's side door for safety because you don't want someone roaring into the parking lot and knocking your door off. Then you walk over, get your kid to open and close the passenger door wide. Open it wide and slam it shut. Open it wide and slam it shut 5 times.
Okay.
Then you get in the car and you see if it feels any cooler.
Or what you could do is start the car, turn on the air conditioner.
And suffer. I mean, yes, it works. It works, but you're like suffering because you're sitting in there and it's 107 degrees.
Or you just sweat it out because, you're getting rid of toxins. That's the other way to do it.
And so that's my last tip. Unconfirmed. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. And Wanru will test this herself and share us her results.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And what's your last tip for the best summer ever?
Oh my gosh. It's probably my all-time favorite tip. And that is find a summer concert to go to and go to one or more, but at least one, and have something to look forward to. So we're going to a concert we cannot wait for, and that's the Paul McCartney concert, which he'll have in July at the Dodger Stadium. At Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
At Dodger Stadium.
That's gonna be amazing.
This, as many of you know, is on the bucket list. So
Very
we're
cool.
looking forward to that. But look at Ticketmaster, look at, Alive Nation, or even look at some of your local music establishments and see what's playing and who's scheduled, and go make a day of it, make a night of it, and invite people and enjoy it. Have a picnic, maybe go to dinner beforehand. Maybe do a little research on that artist before you see them. Maybe get acquainted with their music again. And then when you get there, you can truly have a much more meaningful experience. But there's a bunch of artists right now that are having summer concerts other than Paul McCartney. J-Lo has some tour dates throughout the United States. Bonnaroo festivals coming up. Lollapalooza festivals coming up.
What'd you say, Bonnaroo?
Bonnaroo. That it's like another one of those festivals that they have. Just a bunch of Lady Gaga has a residency in Las Vegas. Gosh, just so many artists out there that are playing at a city near you. Here's another tip is if they're not coming to your city, to your backyard, how's about you make a little trip out of it?
That'd be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe if it's just a short plane ride away, why don't you just, why don't you go?
Mm-hmm.
That's rock star move right there. Or if it's just a short drive away to the next town over. Like for us, the next town over would be like Santa Barbara or whatever. If we're in LA, that's
Orange County,
only an hour and a half drive away. Go. Don't wait for them to come to your city proper.
So let me ask you, what makes summer concerts so special, Golda?
I think it is the opportunity. Usually summer concerts are outdoors, so you get to be outdoors. I think the other thing is that, for me at least, music and the summertime has always been linked together. So it's a continuation of that good time feeling. It's a way to kind of step back from your normal day to day and really enjoy. Music has always had a very special place in my heart. And summertime mixed with that is just like the 1-2 combo that is just
1-2 punch.
It's just, you cannot beat that. You
Yeah.
cannot beat
That's
it.
like mint julep.
Yeah. It's a
Pina colada.
It's a pina colada. You're on.
Michelada. Okay, that's not 2 words, but you know what I mean.
That orange Julius, just
Orange
that large
Julius.
orange Julius is, it's the best. So go through your, LA Times, your Washington Post calendar sections, look online, see who's coming, and just do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it's a couple extra bucks, do it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
So I think that's the key to having the best summer ever is just to enjoy.
Absolutely.
Is that the theme you would say?
It's about relaxing. It's about just kind of chilling out, not taking anything too seriously. Yeah.
Getting into the summertime mode.
Yeah.
Those are all great tips, Golda. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I'm gonna do all of the things you mentioned.
Same here. So you know the deal. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share with a friend.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you have shared us with your friends or on your social media. Thank you so much for doing that. We definitely appreciate it. And it makes a huge difference, more than you'll ever realize when you share us with good friends and family.
And if you're interested in watching us, we're available on YouTube. Otherwise, you can listen to us on every podcast provider out there: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Overcast,
Spotify.
Your home pods can play The Ganru Show if you ask them to.
Yeah, Alexa and Siri will tell you who we are.
And lastly, if it's okay, Golda, I would like to say hi to my friend Mace's Aunt Judith.
Oh.
Who is a huge supporter.
Aunt Judith!
And she listens to us all the time. She is also Filipino-American.
Wah, wah, wah. Hey, Aunt Judith!
Aunt Judith, we hope you have the best summer ever.
Maraming salamat po, ha? For listening to us, ha?
What does that mean?
Maraming salamat po is the very respectful way in Tagalog of saying thank you very, very much.
Oh, I love it.
You see?
I love it.
Thank you, Aunt Judith. Really appreciate your listening in and support of us. It means the world to us.
Absolutely. So,
until next time, we'll see you later. We're the Ganru Show. I'm Golda.
And I'm Wanru.
See ya. Bye.